Chapter 13. A sharp knocking at the door wakes us. We hold our breath. We do not dare make a sound. It could be Nazis searching again for the sick, for children, for the old. The pounding at the door gets stronger. A voice, harsh and angry, calls, "Open up! This is the Jewish police! Open the door or we'll break it open!" Melto opens the door. 4 policemen rush into the house. They push him aside roughly. "Where is Shmulek Nachtal? We came to take him back. Now, where are you hiding him? Tell us where he is." Their angry voices frighten me. What will they do to him if they find him? Why are they searching for him? Does he know something they wanted to keep secret? If he does, he did not say anything to us. Motel looks at me. Our eyes meet in silent understanding. "Shmulek Nachtal, he went to slave labor a year ago," he says. His voice is calm and composed. "We have not seen him since he was sent out of the ghetto." My heart is pounding violently. Will they believe him? We have never lied before. Can we get away with it? My mother's words keep running through my head. Always speak the truth, but if the truth will kill another being, lie. We have to lie, for the truth may cost Shmulek his life. The policemen are searching every corner of the house. The cellar, under the bed, inside each closet. They are pulling everything apart, dumping the clothes all over the floor like some sort of garbage. Why are they behaving like this? They too are Jews, in the same cage, fighting for survival, and the strength to hold out until tomorrow, a tomorrow that will bring us all freedom and dignity. So why do they act as if they were the masters and we were the slaves? We are all slaves here. Why are you ruining our clothes and our house? What right do you have to treat your fellow Jews this way? Your lives are not any more protected than ours. Don't fool yourselves. If we survive, you will have to answer for your behavior. Remember that. I raise my voice in spite of fear. Shmulek Nachtal is not in this house. You will not find anybody here except me and my 3 brothers, so start acting like fellow Jews. We are not the enemy here. One of the policemen stops for a moment. He looks at me closely, then looks at my brothers as if trying to decide whether he should get angry or ignore my outburst. Shmulek Nachtal was sent back to the ghetto last night. He looked straight at me, watching for my reaction. It was a mistake. The commandant of the camp was drunk. He felt generous and sent 5 Jews back to the ghetto. Today he is sober and wants them back, or else. The order is to bring them back. They may know too much. If we do not deliver the 5 men, they will take 5 of us. You see now, it is them or us. We found 3 men already. The people who live in the Nachtal apartment now told us that you are Shmulek's only friends. You are the only people left here who know him, so he has to come to you. He has to come here. But he never came here. Motel's voice is sure and unafraid. If he had, he would still be here. The policeman turns his head toward Leibel and he shouts, "Is that true? Where did you hide him? You tell me where he is or I'll take you all in." Leibel looks frightened, confused. If he tells where Shmulek is, Shmulek may pay with his life. But if he does not, they may take us all. Motel, outraged, stands in front of the policeman, now shouting, "You leave him alone. Can't you see he is sick? Must you frighten him? If you want to take someone in, take me. You can leave my family alone." They stand there, both tense, strained, rigid, ready for battle. "All right," the other policeman breaks the tension. "We'll leave now, but we will return." They walk out of the house, slamming the door behind them. Looking toward the door, Motel puts a finger on his lips. We get the message. They are standing behind the door, listening. We all look at him with pride and admiration. "They are measured," Moshel says loudly, "searching for Shmulek here. It has been a year since he was sent to slave labor, and they are looking for him here. They will not find him in this house." We listen carefully for sounds behind the door. No sounds. After a few minutes, we hear footsteps slowly moving away from our door. We do not open the door for several hours. We are still not sure if they have really left the building, if it is safe to go to Henry's apartment to warn Shmulek. What if we are being watched? What if they do not believe us and we are waiting for a wrong mood? We look at one another. What can we do? We hope that Henry and Shmulek heard the commotion during the night and know that Shmulek is in danger. But how do we make sure? Suddenly, Motel picks up an empty bucket for fetching water. The water pump stands in the middle of our yard. To reach it, he has to pass Henry's door. He walks slowly, speaking in an angry voice loud enough to be heard behind closed doors. "Riva, you stay in the house while I get water. Don't be scared. The nerve of those policemen searching for Shmulek here. Did you hear what they said? They will take him back if they find him. If he is back in the ghetto like they said, I hope he will stay put for a while." "They may be waiting around in the neighborhood for a few days," I call back. "They said this is the only place he may come to." Motel fills his bucket with water and walks slowly back. At Henry's door, he suddenly turns his ankle and hits his foot against the bucket. kicking it hard against Henry's door, dumping the water all over the hallway. Now look what I did. How careful of me. How careless of me. Reva, get a mop to wipe the floor, and I'll knock at Henry's door to tell him to be careful when he leaves the apartment. He may get hurt on the wet floor. He knocks at Henry's door, calling, "It is Motel. We have a problem this morning. I want you to be careful when you step into the hall. It is a mess." Henry opens the door, looks at the wet floor, looks around him. He gives Motel a pat on the shoulder. "Don't worry, Motel. I will not trip." "Henry," I call across the hall, "we had some coffee this morning. Come and have some with us. I'll add a little more water to the pot, and it will be enough for us all." "You sure you want to share your coffee with me? I feel guilty taking it away from you." "Henry, it is only colored water anyway, and a little more water will not change the color much, so you have nothing to feel guilty about," I say with a smile. "Well, you've got a point there. I'll come over soon." He comes half an hour later, calmly walking across the hall and closing the door behind him. "What happened last night?" He asks in a whisper. "We heard policemen knocking at your door. I was going to open the door when I heard the racket, but I remembered the ghetto rule. Wait and be sure you open the door." We both heard whom they were searching for. I had to hold him back with all of my strength. He was going to give himself up to protect you all. I begged him to wait and see. We stayed glued to the door, waiting, listening. Finally, we heard them leave. He is not leaving my house until it is safe. I locked my door from the outside with a padlock. He cannot leave. He will be safe for a while. We'll find a place for him later. I'll speak to my friend Mark. He lives alone too. My eyes are full of tears. Henry is risking his life for a stranger he met only last night. I take his hands in mine and press them to my lips. "Thank you, Henry. Thank you." A week later, Henry moves Shmulek to his friend's house. He stays hidden there for several weeks. We all share our food with Shmulek. They finally stop searching for him. He gets a job cleaning the outdoor toilets. He is the horse who pulls the wagon full of human excrement.